it! Robin's having internet issues. So Angelica, the angel, is helping today. Hello, everybody. Welcome. So glad to have you here. I am Linda Israel, as Robin likes to say, the Linda Israel. Robin's not here today. She's got internet issues. So hopefully she'll be able to join us if it comes back up. It is 12:30 on June the 4th. So glad to have you here with me today. We are going to do some gel printing and we'll play at the end and make a project out of it. Let's keep the chat upbeat and friendly. I know that there's a lot going on in the world right now, and I know that, you know, there's a bunch of us that are worried and stressed and distressed and, you know, really concerned for our human kind, if you will. So we're going to come here today to hang out, to chat, to laugh and have fun. So love for you to keep the chat upbeat and friendly and helpful today. If you have a question, put it in all caps. I'll do my best to answer it. Angelica is here as my official note taker today. She'll try to ask the question again, or she'll write it down if it's something to do with how to make something and you want me to do a tutorial on that. If you win a prize today, definitely go over to lindaisrael.com, create a user account, make sure you include your mailing address, and that way I can mail out your prize. I'll also have your email address if you win a coupon code, and I've also given away a few other little prizes today. So let's see. You earn junk bucks while you're here, and those junk bucks are what I call a little bit of a incentive, a thank you gift for being here. You earn them just by watching. You don't have to do anything other than show up, log in to YouTube, maybe say hello in the chat. And if you would say hi in the chat, say maybe tell us where you're located, you know, in the U.S. If you want to drill it down and say, for example, I'm in Yukon, Oklahoma, USA. You're welcome to share whatever you feel comfortable sharing. And let's kind of talk about, you know, where we are in the world right now. Let's see. You earn junk bucks just by being here. You earn junk bucks by playing the in-chat games. You also earn junk bucks if you win the raffle that I'm having. You type !raffle, and that will get you entered, and you could win. So I'm going to leave that right here for just a moment. when you get to 2,000 junk bucks, you can redeem those for a $10 off coupon to my shop. And all you have to do is, number one, check how many bucks you have by typing !bucks. Then once you have 2,000 and you're ready to get your coupon code, you can type !award. It does exclude the subscription items, meaning if you're coming to my channel and you only really wanted the Stencil Club, well, you won't be able to use the coupon code on the Stencil Club, but you can make 2 separate orders. Order the Stencil Club, and then you'll get a discount on any additional stencils that you order when you become a member of the Stencil Club, and then you can use your coupon code. So I really try to make it very affordable. If you make a donation during the live stream today, you can also earn junk bucks. Today, what I'm going to do is I've got 2 kits that I'll be giving away. You'll get to choose between the So Artsy kit, which was a subscription box that I had last year. Also, the Christmas Peacock subscription box. I'll have both of those. And at the end, if we reach $80, I'll give both of those away. All right. Oh, you did, Barb. How funny. Small world, right? Hello from Allendale, Michigan. Well, welcome, Cynthia. So glad to have you here. Hey, Teresa, Kim, Katie, Maria, Connie, Sam, Angelica, of course, Joy, welcome. And we're so glad to have y'all here today. So we're going to play with some stencils today. I did get the Little Puppies stencil added to my shop and the Scotty Dog added to my shop. Oh, dang it. So who was it that asked for a book stencil? Who asked for a book stencil? I did get one made, and it's in the other room, and I don't think I got it added to my website. But if you'll speak up, we'd love to have it. Hey, Katie. Yeah, so my subscription boxes, the base box is $39.99. In that box, you get a kit to make a journal. Has a cover, it has fussy cut pages, it has journal pages, and then you also get stencils. So depending on when the kit falls, if it's my new kit, you get 2 stencil sheets with 3 different designs. You also get a bottle of Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist that matches that kit. You get what I call a goodie bag full of ephemera and thingies. And I say ephemera differently probably than some, because mine is usually book pages and journal cards and tickets, and you're going to get fibers and beads. Sometimes you'll get lace, sometimes you'll get canvas, sometimes you'll get buttons, charms, bulb pins, paper clips, all kinds of goodies, and all of that valued together is well over 50 some odd dollars, almost 60 bucks worth of stuff, and you're getting it for $39.95. You can subscribe at any time that I have subscriptions open. So right now subscriptions are open through June the 15th was when they will ship. If I have any left over, then those will remain in my shop and you can purchase those at any time. Thank you, Kim, for your donation. Thank you, Joy, for your donation. So those are available in the shop. And then if you so choose, I'm loving how this turned out. I'll tell you what it is here in just a moment. You can also order a large journal kit. The large journal kit has 2 covers. It has, let's see, what is it? 8 2-sided pages, which is 16 pages, has 6 fussy cut elements, and it's $14.99 for the digital, or for the physical. I think that's right. It may be more. And then you can also get the subscription box, the images digitally. Thank you, Marie, for your donation. Thank you. You can also get the subscription box images as a digital download. That's an option you can purchase. And then I have a planner kit that you can purchase. I think it's $6.99 for the digital and $9.99 for the printed. I have to squint to think, because that's how you get your brain activated. Teresa says, Linda needs an All My Stencils bulk sale. I need them all. I'll tell you what, Teresa, if you make a donation then go to my website, say, hey, Linda, I made a donation during my live, and I'll add you to the YouTube Donator membership, and you get an additional 5% off. If you order the Stencil Club, you get 20% off additional stencils. Are you following me? So those stack. So you get 25% off stencils if you donate and purchase the Stencil Club. See? Here's what I did. I was just playing around. I'll kind of do some more here in just a moment. Oh, wait. And then you get Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, $25.99. I almost forgot that part. You can also get the mini journal, which has 2 covers, 4 journal pages, and now it has a fussy cut element page. You can get that as a physical, printed, or as a digital download. So I have all these options. You can get all of it. Thank you, Cynthia, for your donation. You can pick and choose what you want. If you only want the digital download of the sub box, you can get that. It's $8.99. If you want all of it digitally, it's $24.99. If you want all of the out to sea items this time, so that would be the subscription box, the printed kit, the mini kit, the planner kit, the Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, and all of the digital files for $116. Okay, and you get 5% off additional items in the shop when you become a subscription holder. Okay. Oh, crap. Rhonda is a new Patreon. So good, Rhonda. That means at the end of the live stream, because you're a Patreon patron, I allow you to join the raffle at the end. So thank you so much for that support. I greatly appreciate it. You like the blue down here? Well, let's do this blue, Sam. I just kind of was cleaning up my gel plate. I had these scraps of paper that I wanted to add a little bit more color to, so I'm just adding. So I still have a spot here, like these gel plates prints, where when I did a full sheet of paper, but I had that space around the edge. So I'm just kind of playing for a moment before I got on. But let's go over how I did this one. We'll do the same concept. I grabbed some acrylic craft paint. You can use the artist grade paint. You can use the craft paint. Depends where you're located, what you have available to you. I find that the heavy body paint, it is thicker. It has a glossy look to it. I don't like writing on it because it's kind of slick. I prefer writing on the craft paint. It's got a little bit of a, what I call a tooth or texture to it. So it makes it nice if you use a Sharpie no bleed pen. I think that works really good on that. But today I'm just using right now just some Anita's all-purpose craft paint. I've got a 12 by 12 gel plate here and my brayer. I use a soft rubber brayer. If you find that you're making deep lines, like I've got a couple here, you're pushing too hard and you're possibly using the wrong brayer. All right, I have got, of all things, this is a spool holder, a thread holder. That's what I want to say. And my husband has an embroidery shop that he does custom embroidery. And I said, hey, honey, why don't you save one of those for me? And he did. And I thought I would show y'all. So what I'm doing is I'm setting it down and I'm twisting. Thank you, Cynthia, for your donation. Thank you so much. All the Cynthias are in the house. And I am putting it down and twisting. Now, when you're using your gel plate, you do not want to use a sharp object. So check if you can cut your finger on the object, don't use it on your gel plate. Does that kind of make sense? I mean, that would be the rule of thumb that I would say. You want to use something that you know is not going to gouge your gel plate. And I'm just quickly, I need to do it faster. I'm talking too much. I had the other one lined up, but all right, so I went ahead and just printed all over. I'm going to go ahead and lay down a piece of paper. Copy paper is what I'm using. And I want to fill in these spots. So I'm just going to lay it down. I'm going to grab, I have some more here. Here's one that's got a little bit of pink on it. I thought it'd be kind of fun to show y'all just what I can do with the mop-up pages too. Because we can make fun things with those. Oh yeah, here's one where I can fill in. I do find that if I mix paints, meaning I'm going to show you on this gel print where I had used the heavy body paint, and today I use the acrylic paint. You're going to get a little bit of difference. So here's a little bit shiny, see the shine, and then this is the craft paint. This is also craft paint, and it's not near as shiny, but you get a cool effect with it. All right. You love that I use lots of color? Well, thank you, Kim. It's fun to use color. So you do not need a beauty box. You need a subscription box. Exactly, Teresa. Don't get the beauty box. And it's fun kits. I try to make it where I enjoy working with them. Norella does the digital artwork. She creates sometimes based off of one of my handmade drawings for my stencils. She also does it from my gel prints that I make. I'll scan those in that I think if they are going to be good ones that she would want to use, and she'll use those for sometimes coloring my drawn images or for creating backgrounds and journal cards. So I try to make them a little bit personalized to my artwork as well as Norella's artwork. Beauty is for nerds. You have one of those save, Sam, the spool holder? Well, save it. It is a great pattern. Oh, if I turn that into a stencil, you like that? Really? You would like that? A big circle like that? I can do that. What I'll have to do is there'll be breaks in the circle so that otherwise it'll just cut all the circles out. Does that make sense? So it'll have gaps in it, but I could do that. I'll play with that. I'll play with that for y'all. Okay. All right. You like that, how that turned out? It's kind of fun. Oops. Hey, Angelica, put a note, make a, say, thread spool stencil. That's the way I'm going to say it. Thank you, Sam. You love it? Yay, I'm glad. All right, Jeanette wants to know, would I recommend buying or making a gel plate? Buy one, honestly. Buy a gel press. This is the brand. At Hobby Lobby, they're $34.99. No coupon can be used. If you use my Amazon link, you can get it for $29.99. I think. I haven't looked at it in a while. $29.99 for the 12 by 12. And store it on top of your package, not in it, because if you store it in it with the little plastic front and back pieces, you'll end up with bubbles and texture on your gel plate. So I just store mine on top and set it on a shelf behind me. You can get the smaller 5x7 at Hobby Lobby for $14.99. It's over in the rubber stamp Tim Holtz area, and you can usually use a 40% off coupon. Gel press is the one I like, okay? I made one myself. I hated it. It didn't work well. I threw it away, and I just went ahead and bought one. Actually, I bought a bunch. Use a piece of glass. Yeah, there's another. Okay, Teresa says use glass. So, yeah, or you can use shot glasses. Let's do some more texture. There's a little bit of texture on here because when I did it, I didn't quite move fast enough, but we've got a little bit of transfer of that paint. So we're going to get a subtle image behind the next color we put down. So that's kind of a light. Let's do, oh, I'm trying to decide. I need some more paint colors. I really do. Okay, maybe this color. And I've got, there's a little bit of this metallic paint. Thank you, Katie, for your donation. Thank you so much. Yay! Did you see them? Did you miss any, Angelica? Do I need to read them off to you? All right, so this is a metallic turquoise. So I'm going to put a little bit of that down. And I've got a royal blue. I'm just putting a little bit around the edges. You don't want too much paint because it doesn't set up and it takes it a long time to dry. And it can also smoosh. You don't want to smoosh your pages or your background. It's going to get a different effect. It'll have some metallic shiny areas, and then it'll have some a little bit duller areas. All right, I've got some more spools here. So here is a smaller spool, and I'm going to use this spool and just kind of make different circles. Cone thread is what I call it. This is a little container bottle. Let's just kind of see if we can't repeat that. Gotta work quick! If you have more paint when you're doing it this way, you'll have more time, more working time. If you put too thin of a coat, then it will be harder for you to lift the paint, because that's what I'm doing. I'm twisting and lifting the paint. All right, let's go back to this one. And I can't look at the chat and do this too, so bear with me a moment. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and let this dry for a moment because it took me so long to do that. This area up here may be too dry to print. You can get a partial print if that's something that you like. You like that distressed where it doesn't lift all of it. Then go ahead, by all means, lift it now, or wait until you put the next layer on and then you'll get the whole print, okay? Thank you, Sandra, for your thumbs up. Okay, you have all the donation. Awesome, Angelica. Does anybody have any questions? Do feel free to ask, hey, how do I, or use these colors, or I want to see the XYZ stencil, whatever it may be. If I've got it where I can get to it pretty quickly, I'll pull it for you. You like it, Katie? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to let this set for a moment, and now I'm going to contemplate. So we've got a little bit of a light turquoise. I've got the metallic, the blue. I need a color that will fill in these blues here. And I think what I'm going to do is get a dark blue, and that should really make that pop. So what color is this one? That's twilight blue. It's not really that dark. I had another one, I thought. It's hard to get out all the paints at one time. This is blue water. Maybe a little bit darker than that. You want yellow, Katie? You want yellow? Well, I could probably do yellow. I was trying to keep us a cohesive theme for a couple of pages. Let's see. Dark blue. What is this one? Here we go. Deep denim. Let's see if this is any good. It may not be any good. Okay, it's a pretty good color. We'll do that. Use the book stencil? Okay, well, I'll go get it. Y'all, I'll wait for that to dry and I'll go get the stencil. Okay. I got my stencil. This is the book stencil. I was trying to find a way to make it, and I hope you like this design. Oh, orange, use an opposite color? I might do that. I'm going to do the blue, though. We'll do it on a different color. I'll do another one. It's almost the same color. But it'll have just a slight difference. It'll make a great page to write on, is what I'm hoping. And it'll just make some neat texture. I think this might be a scanning page. By the way, my printer died. I was in the middle of processing orders and prizes when my printer died. So I'm going to go pick one up. I had to order it. And I get to go pick it up today. Yay! Because I've not been able to print. I was not happy. My printer was 187 days out of warranty and it died. All right. Where's Linda? You like the stencil? Thank you, Katie. Yeah, the Positive Vibes has a dark blue. Yeah, it does. In Tattered Angels. I do work with yellow. Okay, I'll get some yellow, Katie. I wanted to finish this one first, and we'll do some yellow. I don't have a lot of yellow. Okay. We're almost to the big reveal. This will be good when I scan it because I can tweak it just a little bit. All right, do you see the texture in that? I gotta tilt it just a little bit. And it's got the metallic on it. You don't understand how the gel plates work? It's like a resistant surface, Katie. The idea is it suspends that liquid or medium on the surface, and depending on the medium, you'll have a little bit of working time, and then you can get a print out of your design that you create. And it's basically a form of mono printing. Does that help? Do you like that one? All right, so someone wants me to use yellow. They're very adamant about using yellow. That's what I was going to buy. Dang it. All right. Here we go. We got little ones. So now if I have a Craft-A-Lanch behind me, it's y'all's fault, okay? Because I had to go get some yellow. All right. So I've got a kind of maybe like a mustard yellow and a macaroni yellow. All right. Did y'all get entered into the raffle? Yes, very much. It's your favorite, Kristen? You got a couple of you like yellow. It did come out with a cool metallic pattern, didn't it? Isn't that kind of cool? Something different. Yellow. So yellow and blue? You want yellow and blue together? I'm going to see if I can find a darker blue. I have this one. It's called English Navy. And it might have, let's see if it's any good. Now it has a booger. Paints get boogers, y'all. And you don't want that on your gel plate. It just mushes around. This paint may be too old. I don't know. We might try it. And if it doesn't work, I'll throw it away. All right, so this time we're going to change up our patterning. Let's see. Y'all have a... Oh, yeah, we want to use the book stencil. So I'm going to use the book stencil a little bit. I'll go ahead and put it down here close to the bottom. So I think what I want is I want the books to be shades of yellow. So I'm going to put a little bit of the macaroni yellow, and I'll put a little bit of the mustard yellow. And I'm going to pick up a little bit and just kind of put it down in a couple of places, and then do the same thing with the other yellow. It kind of gives you a variegated look. Okay. And then I'll lift this. Does that look like a row of books? Is that what you wanted? I hope. Yellow is the color of hope. Cool. Thank you for sharing that. Fan of several colors yellow that you never liked before. You like it? Cool, cool, cool. And yellow books. Oh my goodness, you're making your day awesome, Katie. Two of your favorite things combined. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Alrighty, so I just gel printed that portion. You know what? I've got another stencil, and just for fun, I'm going to put a design on the other side here, and I'll do kind of the same yellow. A little bit of yellow. Have a little basket weave. Okay. This should be almost dry, but that's why I went ahead and did that other. You want bees and paws? Okay, Angelica. I hope I have a bee one in here. I may have to go get it. You love it? Well, thank you. I can't remember if I brought the bee one. Did you see the tree frog? Did I show y'all the tree frog stencil? There's my tree frog. All right, I got the paws. There's my paws. Okay, we'll get the paws out here in a moment. I'll have to go get the bees. It's in the other room. Another new stencil? Yes, it is. Another new stencil, Rhonda. Yeah, the Scotty dog. You like the Scotty dog? Yeah, I've been adding a bunch. Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you. All right, let's do the blue. You love the tree frogs, Kristen? It's a fun stencil. All right, so I'm squeezing it out over here so that if it's kind of glumpy, I can work it out on the edge a little. All right, and I think I'm going to mix the blues. I got to get another shade of blue. So I'm going to get a light shade to kind of mix in. So it'll look like the wall's got texture behind it. Does that make sense? Make a mess, make a mess. That's what we do. We make a mess. Remember, when we're gel printing, we're doing it in a reverse order. So whatever you want to be seen, you have to put down first. Does that make sense? All right, so I'm going to gel print down here in the corner a full page. And then I'm going to do a half sheet. Oops, don't do that to me. Up here. And I've got a strip on this one that I want to gel print. So I'm going to line it up so I get that good strip. And I've got this one that I just keep putting stuff on. So I'm just going to line it up to this corner and pick up a little bit on that corner. You loving the book stencil? Yay, Joy! You're living for the frogs, Laura. Awesome. See, by the time we get done, I got too much paint on that corner, but I'll have a whole page of this randomness that I can use. Yeah, they're new to my shop. I just added them. the past day, yesterday and today. So now I had a lot of paint on that edge. So I'm going to do this. I see a spot here. I use masking tape to hold down my craft mat. And I guess this roll that I have doesn't have much sticky to it. So it comes up and then my mat starts moving. So I was able to get a little bit more on that. Start calling your dealer. I'll be proud to be your dealer of stencils. So this was the basket weave across the top. That's a cool texture, isn't it? Because we still have a remnant of the circles from the first layer. You like it? Okay. Someone wanted the bee stencil and the dog print stencil. I'll have to go grab the bee stencil. So what I'll do is I'll start with the dog prints, and then while it's drying, I'll run and go get that other stencil. I'm pretty confident I have one here because, oh man, I lifted my thumb and I took some of the paint. So there's the book page. Do you like it? Yeah, I need to get a silicone mat. That's what I need to do. My mat is really old, so. Oh, I keep turning the wrong way. I hope you like the book pages. Those books. Did you like it? Okay. Let's do the dog print. You got a color you want me to do, Angelica? Is that too cool? Well, thank you. Is being a stencil dealer legal? Why, sure it is. I don't see why not. You like it, Sam? Good. Gorgeous. All right, so what color? I'm stuck on this blue teal kick, you know. I love how that turned out. I can use that as something. What's we want to do? Yeah, exactly. Buildings or a tag. Exactly. It really could, Sam. Yep, could be buildings or a cityscape. Yeah, because you could also, if you wanted, you could take that same stencil and lay it over your gel print and then come back in and outline those. You could draw other lines to kind of represent, you know, the little ridge on the spines of the books. I don't know, I thought that would be the best design that I could come up with and be able to have a usable stencil that wasn't falling apart because I had to have a little bit of a gap between the books. So I hope you like it. Love the paw stencil? All right. What color? Well, you know, Robin's not here. We're going to do green. Robin's not here. We're going to do green. So I'm going to make sure that's down. And I'm going to put down some green. I got a light green, kind of chartreuse, and then I've got leaf green. I'm going to mix them together because I think I wanted it just a little bit darker. And it'll have a little bit of variation, but not much. All right, I'm going to go ahead and work out the paint all the way around the stencil. I've got a little bit too much, but because I do, I'm going to take my where'd it go? Spool. Let's do the spool on here. So if I do that, and I'm doing it on top of the stencil, so it's not going to affect my stencil design. I'm just kind of twisting it Twist and shout. Come on, baby. Twist and shout. Okay, I gotta go get the bee stencil, right? Is that what I gotta go do? No, Robin don't like green at all. Kind of a neon muddy green. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry for a moment. I'm gonna go see if I can find the bee stencil, because I should have grabbed it. I don't know why I didn't. I'm gonna put my paint up before I dump it. And here is the bee stencil. And I have a question for y'all. Would you like chipboard pieces the same size as the stencil? I offer 2 sizes right now, but I could make this either as a solid chipboard piece, or I think that same bee shape is what I used for these, and I could shrink it down and make it little chipboards that side with the whole texture of the bee, if that makes sense. All right, we're going to do the raffle. Did y'all get in there? Can't keep up to their bookshelf demands, yeah? Okay, Readaholics. Oh, looked away to help your son with math, and Linda was gone. I had to go get a stencil. Okay, you have a bulb safety pin swap going on. Can I demo something, samples of both? Okay, Sandra. Yes, remind me. If I think I have some. I can grab some. We'll do that. Let's start at 1:30. We'll start making stuff, okay? Okay, those would be lovely. That would be cool. You like the idea of the got it. Good, good. Okay. So this should be pretty dry. Do we want to do a turquoise with this? I have a brown. I have coffee. You want me to use coffee? I think we'll try that. Okay, well then I'll make some of the chipboard pieces. Alright, I'm going to add a brown. I'm going to add a little bit of ivory on the plate. And we're going to just mix that around. Y'all are probably going, no, don't do the brown. Already done it. It's too late. You didn't speak up fast enough. Brown, you like the brown? Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Sandra. Okay, remind me, and I'll do a ball pen, something. We can do that. Alright, so now I'm just going to mop this up because we did the stencil where? Oh, right here. I forgot where I did it. Did I do it all the way to the edge? No, I did not. It's right there. Okay. I got it up too high, but that'll be alright. Since I don't have any of this color, I'm just going to go ahead and Let's do it this way. All right. We're going to get a gel print. Hi, Marianne. Did I see... Is Raven here? Hey, Raven. Is that what I saw? Yeah. Hey, Raven. You resigned from your job, Raven? Wow. Wow, that's brave. Mop it up. Okay. What did I say? Angelica, about 20 minutes away? Yeah. All right. I was going to say, is that a good thing? I hope it felt good. That's with the brown behind it. It's kind of cool. All right, let's see what happens. There was a lot of paint on here. This will be a good background paper because you can write over it. What do you think? It's kind of outdoorsy. Did your donation ever go through? I haven't seen it yet. Sam, thank you. You didn't feel safe? Oh my gosh, people were threatening to burn the restaurant down? That's so scary. Oh my goodness. I did not see it, Angelica. What do you think? You like that? Well, I'm definitely glad you chose to stay safe. I quit a job once that I worked at a pizza shop. I had worked 2 jobs, and this was my second job. And the night after I resigned, said, hey, I'm not going to come back to work anymore. This is my end date. They were robbed. The manager was pistol whipped. An amazing gentleman that worked there. I really enjoyed working with him. They beat him up to get him to open the safe that didn't even have $200 in it. It was just crazy. So I had to quit. So I understand if you don't feel safe, you all have to stay safe. All right, so we got some bees here, and I think I want my bees. I'm going to do something a little different, I think. I'm going to see if I can't get a defined pattern, because I haven't done this in a long time. So I'm going to get a paintbrush. Thank you, Sam, for your donation. Yeah, save your... Exactly. Oh, there it is, Sam. Thank you, thank you. It finally came through. All right, so I'm going to take my paintbrush, and I'm going to make lines where it would be for the bee. Now, what'll happen is when I go lay the next color of paint, these lines won't be that stark. They'll be rather faded. You have to use a heavier body paint, and I didn't want to dig it out. But it'll be a faint line, so you'll just kind of see it. If you want to fill it in, you could. That's kind of a beauty about the gel plate. It gives you this surface that you can work on. And because I'm doing it this way, I wouldn't paint this directly onto my page in my journal because I'd be afraid I'd mess up. So if I do it on a gel plate, it becomes part of the art if it's imperfect. Because we're humans, so we're imperfect humans. All right, I'm just rattling here. Y'all are going, what is she talking about? So yeah, I was glad to get out of there. So I'm glad that you chose to get out, because if you didn't feel good, then, and that's what happened to me. I was getting to feel like something was gonna happen soon. And I quit. I felt bad because it happened after I left, but I was blessed that it didn't happen while I was there because that was my regular shift. I would have been there. So, yeah. And there's no telling because there wasn't any female there that night. So I don't know what else could have happened, you know? Something really bad could have happened to me. So I feel you. All right, I'm going to put my paintbrush in some water. I want that set for a moment, and then we'll come back. Oh, I thought I did that. I'm sorry, Angelica. I'm going to do the raffle now. I completely forgot. Thank you, Angelica. Okay, so this person is going to win 200 junk bucks, and then I have a little prize here we're going to give away. So we're going to pick the winner of 200 junk bucks is, oh, thank you, Laura, for your donation. Llewellyn Arts. Llewellyn, you won 200 junk bucks. You like that idea on the stencil, Sam? Thank you. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Sam, Katie, Cynthia, Dotson. Can't get it out. Cynthia Hopwood, Maria, Kim, and Joy, and Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl. Thank you for your donation. Yeah, it's unsafe to work in many areas. It's scary. You like the hand painting? Okay, good. I'm glad you like it. All right, so Llewellyn, you won the 200 junk bucks. All right, I saw that Angelica acknowledged that. So we're going to give away. This is from, yes, I'm going to call this a prayer journal by Kathy Lake. All right, so I've got, did I get it open? No, open. I've got this little journal. I'm going to call it a prayer journal because to me, with the stained glass, it's, you know, more of a religious looking on the outside, but it has these really pretty stencil pages that Kathy made with my stencils. That's the fat dashes and dots. She used, that's the stencil from Youthful Yellow. That's my brick stencil. So we're going to do that one next. So y'all enter the raffle right now for that, okay? You're cutting out ATC card bases. Awesome! All right, so I think the black paint is set up pretty much. There's a few shiny spots. It'll blend a little bit when we add the next colors. So I'm going to put down a little bit of the mustard again. And, ooh, that's a lot, but I got a little bit of that marigold. So I'm just going to kind of mix these. So our bees will be a little bit, two different colors to it. All right, so I'm just going to put a little down here. Kind of clean off my brayer. So there'll be some darker areas. There'll be some lighter areas. Now, if I work quickly, because of the way I did the painting on there, I could gel print just these bees without a background. Trying to get enough paint in there, and I think I need a little bit more paint. There we go. It wasn't getting down in that crevice because I didn't have enough paint. All right, so now I'm going to lift the stencil up. Bee, chipboard, bee. You want the bee? Okay, Sandra, I'll do it. More yellow. All right. All right, what do I want to do? I may have waited too long. If I had a background already made that I thought would it go on, but I think we'll just wait. We'll let it dry, and Yeah. This is gonna look so cool, y'all. Okay, what color? How about this teal color for the background? I think that might be good with a little bit of green. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. More yellow. Hey, Kathy's. Is she here? No, I see. Angelica was saying Kathy's name. More yellow. There will be some. Hey, Eric, welcome. You kill you. You're excited to see it? Okay. Come on, dry. Yes, teal. You like the teal? Okay. It's almost dry. Thank you, Sandra, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You need that stencil now, Sandra? I've got it added to the shop. I got it added to the shop. You know what? Do we want a honeycomb behind the bees? Let's do that. I'm sitting here. I was getting ready to try to put another color, but I think we want a honeycomb pattern, don't we? And I saw them. Let's see, that's the Moroccan. Here we go. There's the big one. Oh, man, I don't have them in order again. Dang it. I hate it when I do that, and then I can't find it. I had them together a few weeks ago, but I had a workshop, and I didn't sit down and put them back in the way I normally would group them, so I would know where they were. So now I'm having to go through a whole stack. I'm still not seeing it. Where are they? Oh, here they are. There it is. Okay. They were close together, but not as close as I want. I think, do I want the little design? This is the super small. And then I've got the small. And this is the medium. And then I got one more. I have the great big. You see that? Can I add it to your order? Oh, yeah. Yes, I can, Sandra. Angelica, put a note for B stencil for Sandra. I can bill you just for the stencil, Sandra, so you don't have to pay for shipping. I can do that if that's okay with you. Love the honeycomb? Okay. Yeah, cleanup isn't the fun part, for sure. Yours is often out of order. It's crazy how it happens. Super small. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. Super small. I got to making these stencils, and then we started talking about the different sizes. Oh, thank you, Raven. Thank you for your donation. And we were like, well, what size? Now, don't we need an orange? Yes, you can just purchase the digital kit, Rhonda. You're welcome, Sandra. Let's get a little bit of orange, right? I have a couple of colors here. They may be too, I think we're going to go with the pumpkin color, and we'll add a little bit of ivory with it. So I'm going to lay down the stencil. So we're going to have two stencil designs on this gel print. So I'm going to lay down the stencil and put a little bit of this pumpkin. Woo, that's way too much. I'm going to use my brayer and pick up. All right, and I'm going to add a little bit of ivory, and that'll kind of tone it down a little. may have too much paint. And I'm really working it so it'll kind of go down a little bit deeper in the color. Okay. Aw, thank you, Sam. You love all my stuff. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm still working on designs. I'm working on for some steampunk designs for the Punked Out Steam Kit 2 that we'll be doing in August. It may be a little orange, but I think when we put the teal behind it, this lighter teal, it'll look really cool. That's why I went with the orange. Because then you'll get the look of the honeycomb. Yeah. You're going to like it. And then I'll mention it while I'm waiting for it to dry. Remember, you can, after you do your gel print, you can grab that stencil after it's dry, put the stencil back on, get you a Sharpie, and then you can doodle the designs a little bit more detail and use the stencil as a guide to do that. I don't ever show that anymore. I used to show that kind of stuff, and maybe that's what we'll do today. All right, this is almost dry. I can see that it's still got some shiny spots. I don't want it to turn muddy when I put the teal on. I want those lines to be a nice crisp. Oh, thank you, Dorlisa. Thank you so much. How's everybody's week been? Yellow, orange, teal. Those are your colors. You like that, Kim? Hey, awesome. What y'all do this week? I fought with my printer that died. I've been to the gym, getting stronger. Oh, I got my hair did. Did y'all notice? It's shorter. It's a lot shorter. I got it trimmed up. Yeah, work with butterflies too, Sam. Thank you. You like that idea? It just came to me to try it for y'all today. I haven't done stuff like that in forever. Y'all have to give me the right cues to get me to say, ooh, what about this idea? Gardened. I did some gardening too. Because my printer was messed up, I called Hewlett Packard, and they put me on hold because there was a problem with the phone line, and then they hung up on me. Well, I was a little bit more than peeved because I'd already been on hold forever trying to get help, and then I got hung up on. So I went outside, and we have some mulberry bush and a grapevine that's growing through my back fence, and I was really mad enough that I was out there just whacking at it. I was just going after it, just getting my clippers, and I was going at it. I was like, rah, 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 taking out my frustrations on that fence. Well, my lawn crew showed up, and he saw me out there, and I'm just ripping at it, and I'm yanking it. And he says, "Are you all right?" I said, "I'm just having a bad day, that's all." He said, "Okay." So I came out here and took it out on the weeds. And he says, "Well, that's a good way to do it." He's funny. Working on journal. Oh, yes, Angelica's making the Out to Steam from the digital subscription. I'm looking forward to seeing her journals. Yeah, getting just it's too stressful right now. I just have to get away. I don't get on social media. I don't post other than for right now for the gel printing because I don't want any part of the drama. It stresses me out to go on Facebook. So I don't need to see all that negativity. It's not good for an artist's soul. All right, y'all ready? Howdy, Jim. Welcome. daughter and son-in-law visit. Oh, fun! Went thrifting for clothes and found collectible Stampin' Up background. Awesome, Raven. You need our hairdressers to be unlocked. So I need our hairdressers to be out of lockdown. Gotcha, Karen. Yeah, mine are. I'm so glad. Had a migraine. Oh, I hope you feel better, Jeanette. Those were no fun. You like it? Do you like my bees? Is that everything you thought it would be? Because the orange is in there a little bit, that teal is not so vibrant. It's rather subdued. Had I waited just a little bit longer, then it would have been a stark difference in color. But I like the way it turned out. Thank you. Aw, thank you, Kim. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Facebook, yeah, it was making me crazy. Thank you, Maria. Alrighty, so what are we going to do now? What time is it? Okay, we got a few minutes. Sandra wants me to make a bulb pen embellishment. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. You love it? Okay. How'd I do the bees, Jim? What I did was first I laid the stencil down and I took a paintbrush and painted the black lines on the stencil, on the gel plate. Let that dry. Then I came back in with the yellow with the stencil still in place to fill in. Peeled the stencil back. Let that dry. Put down the super small honeycomb stencil with orange. Let that dry, pull the stencil off, let that dry. Then came back in with a light teal, and that's how I got the print. So we used 2 stencils. Bulb pen, yep. You love those? Are y'all satisfied with gel printing today? Did you want me to use something else? I'm going to kind of clean my gel plate, I think. So I'm going to do a little bit of ivory. And I'm going to use some of the teal. It'll give a texture a little bit. Yeah, make great journal cards or tags. Yeah, it works the same process with the safety pin, Sandra. That's what I would say, yes. When I show you a bulb pin, it could also be a safety pin. Okay. Let's do... I just wanted another background paper. Okay. So I'm just going to get that print. Come down here and get another. I think this will look cool. Let's move this over. Right about there. Okay. I'm just kind of cleaning off my gel plate a little bit. Who doesn't like circles? Double is great. So that's kind of a cool just patterning on the page. Real distressed looking. I don't know. Sometimes these are just fun gel prints just to do a quick little pattern like that. You like it? I like it. All right. More gel printing, or are we done? Oh, yeah. I was going to show you the doggies. The doggies. We'll do the Scotty dog. And I want him to have a pattern. Yeah. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put down the Scotty dog stencil. I'm going to put down the little daisy stencil. Are y'all ready for this? It's going to blow your mind. And I think I have a dark pink here, royal fuchsia. So I'm going to do royal fuchsia. And I'm really wanting this paint to get down in that stencil because I've got 2 layers of stencils. So I'm really going to work this back and forth to get down in those stencils. I've got a booger, so we'll get rid of that. Okay, I'm out of paint, so I got to put some more paint down. It's a little extra work, but it's going to look really cute. I haven't done this technique in a while. I think I showed it to y'all when I did the So Artsy, and we used the dress form stencil. Alright, so gotta go right here. Okay, I'm going to lift the top stencil off, and we're going to let that dry for a moment. And then I'll put the next color down behind the doggies. So what color do we want the dogs to be if we used pink? Donkey? You want a donkey? No, this is a doggy. Your favorite of the day, Carol? Yay! You like that? With the it's just fun because you get different texture, when you're cleaning up your gel plate. Thank you, Karen. It's kind of fun. Double stencil. Thank you, Barb, for your donation. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Dorlisa, Raven, Jennifer, Sandra, Cheryl, Jeanette, Sandra again, Laura, Sam, Katie, Cynthia Dossett, Cynthia Hopwood, Maria, Kim, and Joy. Thank y'all for your donations. Yeah, you could do daisies on bricks. Do the daisies first, then do the lavender. Gotcha. I got it. That darn accent confused you, Sandra. Yeah, daisies on bricks would be really pretty, wouldn't it? Hello, Karen. All right, I'm waiting for this to dry because I had so much paint. It's going to take it a moment to dry. Clean off my brayer. Y'all ready for me to make something? Oh, here, I've even got charms. Let me grab some bulb pins. Okay, I was just grabbing some ball pens while we're waiting on this paint to dry. It's almost dry. So I grabbed a few little supplies. I think I even have some scraps here that we can use for a couple of little ball pen type accessories. Yes, make. Okay. Alright, we'll finish this one and then we will make a little project. So I know this paint's going to smear, so I'm really trying to wait a little bit longer. Let me fan it. I've got a piece of cardstock here. Cardboard. Chipboard. I have a question for y'all. Would y'all be interested in purchasing chipboard? Mine isn't super thick. It's not bookboard. It is chipboard. I generally use 4 pieces of chipboard to make a journal cover that would be big enough to hold 3 8.5 by 11 or 8.5 by 5.5 journals. So I could sell them in like bundles of 10 or something. I don't know. I'll have to see what shipping would be, but I know some people have a hard time finding the chipboard. So I wonder if that is something you want. Stencils via download. No, I do not have stencils via download. No, those will be all physical. Yeah. I don't sell them for you to use them as a cut file to make your own. That's okay. That's okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put down the hyacinth. It's a pale lavender color. Make sure I don't have any paint boogers. It may blend a little bit with the pink. Yeah, it's going to blend a little. They'll be almost kind of streaked. Plus, the paint that was on the stencil kind of resists, and then when you go to brayer it, it's still wet. But this should be a cool effect. Alright, so now that we've got those down, I think we'll go back. We got to wait for it to dry, and we'll come back with the teal, okay? It's thicker than cereal box weight, but yes, about that. Yeah, see, Karen, some places it'd be too expensive. I can ship, I can't remember what the weight is, but if I can keep it in a flat envelope, a big 9 by 12 flat envelope, there's sometimes shipping where it's like $6.95 for up to so much weight from the United States to you, to a couple of places. And then a couple of them, it's like $8.95, and then I've seen $14.95 for a package. But that's good if you want, if you need stencils, I can also put chipboard in with the stencil to help, protect it even that much more. But at the same time, you can sell the chipboard to you. All right. So I'm letting this dry. While I'm letting this dry, I think what I want to do is I'm going to grab a couple pieces of paper and trim it for what I want to make today. I've got just a square here, and although you can't see me cutting, I'm going to come over here to the side. It's a 3 by 3, and I think what I want to do is I want to make a page tab that we will attach a charm to, by basically using the bulb pen to attach a charm to it to hang off. I was just trying to decide, do I want to make that square? So if I do that, okay. So I'm going about a 1 3/4 inch wide, and then I just kind of creased it and then cut it that length. It ended up being 3.5 inches long. So I'm going to use that. And then I've got this piece that was left over, so we're going to use that and make something different for our bulb pen. Okay? I think what I'll do first is I made this square, and I happen to have a gel print scrap here. So I'm just going to cut this. While I'm waiting on this gel plate to dry, we'll create. I'll cut this. Okay? And then I'm going to apply some distressing to the edges. Okay. Like the Scotty dogs? Woof, woof. Alright, so we're waiting for this to dry enough that I can put the background color in. So now I've got these two pieces. I'm going to glue those together. Hey Janice, welcome. So even though I'm off camera, I'm just gluing these together. Okay. So here's what I've got so far. A little piece. So I'm not going to concentrate on necessarily this decoration that much, but I thought I would grab, oh, here we go. I've got a couple of postage stamps. So I got a little couple of postage stamps. I'll set those aside. And here's a scrap of a map. So I'm just going to tear this and see what happens if I kind of just make a little mini collage on that. Okay, you with me? Just a little mini collage. So I'm going to glue these down after I do some distressing. Finally unpacking your studio supplies, Jennifer. Yay! You're going to love your new space, aren't you? Alright, so I applied distressings around the matte piece. So I'm going to glue that down. Kind of add an angle across the gel plate scrap. Okay. Distress the postage stamps. I just so happened to have two that were the same print. But you could use a rubber stamped image. You could use digital images. You can use images out of magazines. You don't have to have just a postal. Okay, so we got that far. So she's like, well, how are you going to use a ball pen? Well, I'm going to show you. So what I'm going to do is I'll punch a hole here in this corner and we'll hang something off of that. So let's make the hangy part. Because I think that's almost dry, but not quite. So I've got a ball pen. And then I've got, I don't want it to be, well, yeah, we could. I've got some seashell sequins. So I'm going to get a couple of those. Let's see, this color. Yeah. And then I've got a few beads. So I'm going to get 3 beads. Yeah, 3 beads. And what else? Oh, I've got a little anchor charm. Just a little anchor charm. So let's apply these while we're waiting on that gel print. So I got a bead, and I'm going to put down a anchor, another bead. I thought I got 3 of them out. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. And then I've got the shell stencil. And I'm going to go ahead and just put the other shell to the back side. So now I've just got these little things on here. I'm going to set this down for a moment and get my hole punch. Get the right size. Now I want it right here in this corner. You want to make sure your papers are dry too, because it'll rip. Alright, so I got a little hole there. I hope I didn't drop it on the gel plate. And then this would slide over your page. Okay, you glue that down, and then you put your little charm like that. And so you've got a little page decoration. How's that? Does that give you one thing to do with them? Okay, so we got that one. Let's go ahead and print this guy, and then I'll make something different. It'll be similar, but different. All right. It's going to probably bleed a little pink. Then I can move the gel plate, and we'll make some more goodies. All right. Okay. Did you like that? You purchased a lot of items, but you haven't done it? Well, see, you get the items in my kits. You know, you get ball pens and you get beads and you get these things. Well, you just got to put them together. I'll do it like this. Oh, thank you, Janice, for your donation. Thank you so much. I'm just cleaning up around the edges of the gel plate. Okay. The patterns you get are interesting, you know, when you're cleaning up. The pink was just a little too wet. Oh, there's still some on my gel plate. That's how wet it was. But what do you think? Can you see the pattern in the little Scotty dogs? It was too wet. Yeah, you just glue it to the page. I'll show you. Do you like that? All right, so you would take this, and we're going to pretend this is your journal page, and you'll just put glue in here, and then take that and decide how far in you want it, and then glue it down, and it's a page tab with your little dangle on there. Does that work? Oh no, you bought a bunch of bulk pens and now you can't find them. Well, you know, I offer those in my shop. All right, so I'm gonna set this aside. It's still very wet, and let's go ahead and I'll just put my gel plate away, and I'll clean it later. It'll also remind me of this technique so I can do it again because I know it's super cute. All right, don't fall in. Oh, here we go. Okay. Put down my craft mat. All right, so we made a page tab, and this time we're going to make something different, but same concept. I've got this strip now, and I think what I want it to do is I want it to dangle off my page, okay? And I happen to have this little strip, and I'm just using what's left over here on my desk. So don't get hung up on measurements. But again, it's probably about, what did I say, 1 3/4 inches wide and not quite 3 inches, 2.5 inches long. And I have a little scrap left over. I'm just going to toss it to the side. I've got another map piece that we can use. There's another one we could probably use. So let's put some distress inks on that. Nope, that one's not good right now, Sam. That ended on May the 31st. The bees, you like the bees and the frogs? Fishing tackle, work for great embellishment storage. Yeah, I also get the their embroidery floss holders. I use those for beads because they're cheaper than the bead ones. And they have compartments that you can put stuff in. Alright, so I've got a couple of those. I got this little piece. Got this guy. Oh, let's do a word. Let's do a word. I have these that I use. Okay. I'm just realizing I need to decorate both sides. So I've got this little scrap. Oh, wait. I have another scrap. That'll work. I can use that one. And I got those two pieces. Okay. How about memories? If I use... Oh, let's do this. I have yesterday. And the other side says remember. How's that? That's what we need. All right, so I'm adding a little distress inks. You're probably going, what are you doing, Linda? I'm going to show you. I'm making a ball pen dangle, okay? So I'm just going to trim this piece. I'll put these aside, use them somewhere else. They'll come in for another project later on. All right, I'm going to do both sides of this. Okay, so I'm going to glue one down. As soon as I find the glue, there it is. It was hiding behind the paint. Close the lid. Yeah, it's handy to have a little word organizer so you can figure it out. All right, so I'm going to put this on here. Okay, I'm going to take this one. This is a good use of scraps. Okay, so then I'm going to take a little bit of this map. Maybe we'll just kind of put it like on the side here. This is, again, using scraps. This was a map from an atlas that I picked up at the Friends of the Metropolitan Library book sale. And then let's put maybe that right there. This is where if you wanted a lot of bulk on here, you could use the cheesecloth, if you so choose. Let's put remember. Okay, you see that side? Just quickly little, and then I'm just going to flip it over. And I'm going to take a different portion of this map and apply some distress inks and glue her down. Okay, and then we'll put this guy down. I got quiet all of a sudden, didn't it? Robin, she has internet issues. So Angelica is covering for Robin. And thank you so much. I greatly appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate your support. Alright, so it says, remember yesterday. Oops, yesterday. Okay? remember yesterday. So these are words that I offer in my shop. I need to cut some more. I was noticing my bin was empty. So now I'm going to take my hole punch. I'm going to get on the smaller side and I'm going to punch a hole. I am doing it. I am punching a hole at the top and then I'm going to flip it around and punch a hole at the bottom. So I got both top and bottom of that. I'm going to get some more of the bulb pens out. I want 2. So I've got 1 and there's another. There's 2. Hey, let's use this hook. That might look kind of cool off the bottom there. So that's going to go there. Maybe a few beads. So got a few beads here. This is from the Out to Sea kit. Oh, we could put some bling on there. Let's do that. Alright, so I'm going to flip over these little gemstones and I'm going to put a dot of the best glue ever. Come on, stay there. On here. And that'll dry while we're making our charm piece. Alright, I think I've got a plan. Got a couple of those. I think I may have enough beads. So I'm going to take this one. Ah, come on. Gotta get it. Oh, yeah, let's do that. That would look cool. Alright, so I'm going to put a bead. Come on. And then a sequin. The paper charm. Then I'm going to put a sequin and a bead on the other side. So it's on both sides. Okay? Then we've got this guy. And I don't know that I want a sequined. Maybe we'll put the sequin on the back side and we'll put them face to face because this is going to go that way. Alright. So I'm going to put a bead which will probably go through. Yeah. And then we're going to put another bead. And I'll put, come on. I'm going to use the same color back to back. Okay. And then I'm actually putting a bead, the charm, a bead. I'm going to put it on here. Now I'm going to put another bead. And these charms back to back and one more bead. And then I'll rotate this. Oh, I did it wrong. Dang it. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. I have to... Okay, if I want this to go inside there, there's what I got to do. Okay. So now when I put that on, I had it where I wasn't going to get the top portion where I wanted it. It was going to hang weird. Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to make sure that the tag where it rests like that. Does that make sense? So we got a little charm here and a charm up here. So you could punch a hole on your page and it can hang off the page, up off the top, down the side, put a ribbon in your journal, use it on that. Alright, let's go ahead and grab the little gems here. Let's put one right about here. Flip it over. one. Right there. Okay, you like that? Was that good? All right. Yeah, I have made those words myself. I don't have those as a download. I should make those into a download. I have them on the white words on black. I do have those as a download. I need to do these as a download. I have to go in and tweak it to make it printable for y'all. You like that? Was that a good one? So there was 2 little projects that we made with bulb pens. Alrighty. Now that you know, just time for the raffle if y'all haven't joined it yet. I think we'll make some journal cards. I like this. I think I'm going to use that. I happen to have a piece of cardstock laying here. I got the chipboard out to see pieces. Okay, I'll put them in there then. Y'all enter the raffle. If you haven't already done so, please do so. And now, what if we were to... Would that look good? Paint it in a bright teal, maybe? I think I like that. Okay, so let's get a paintbrush out. I'm going to empty my paint water. Since I put that black paint in it, it's kind of hard to clean your brush after you've put black in your paint water. I keep a gallon jug here by my art desk, so when I need water, I can get it out. Alright, so what I'm going to do is we're going to do the raffle. Y'all get entered in that. I'm looking for a scrap of paper. I'm going to paint this guy a island blue teal real fast. And while that's drying, I'll do the raffle. The raffle is for what I call a prayer journal that Kathy Lake made. She sent me a few prizes to share with y'all, and I greatly appreciate that. Cynthia Dossett has also sent some. Rhonda has sent me some. I appreciate that when y'all do that, because it's kind of fun to see what y'all make, and then I pass it along, because otherwise I would hoard it. So I love it when y'all send me stuff that you're like, pass this along. And I'm like, ooh, I get to look at something pretty, and I don't have to worry about storing it or feeling guilty that I kept it. Alright, so I made that a teal color. I think that'll look good. I'm going to wash my paintbrush. Alright. What kind of lid? Oh, this is the lid. Hey, Suzanne. This is the lid that comes on the Turbo Tacky Glue. Some places have this on the bottle, but if you can't find it, buy the Turbo Easy Squeeze Tacky Glue. Easy Squeeze has the purple lid, and they're interchangeable. And I add a small amount of water to my bottle. What I do is I will take the lid off. I've got another bottle. I will refill this bottle. Before I close it, I make sure to leave a gap at the top, put a little bit of water in it, and then shake it really well. And then it comes out so much easier. Okay? Hoarded? What's that? Yeah, I'd love for you to send me some more. Thank you, Rhonda. All right. Well, I'm not sure how to use the second one, Linda. Oh, well, you can... You've got a page. Let me get a scrap of paper here. Come on. So this is your journal page that you got all prettified. Okay. You could punch a hole at the top, and then it would hang out the spine of your journal. Or you can pretend it's on the side and it would hang down the side. Or, and some people don't mind the bulk, it can lay down the page. Okay? You have options. And yeah, it's going to add bulk. That's why I don't make very many bulky things, because I don't like the bulk in my journal. Now, this would be fine because I could flip it out of the way to write, and then if I wanted to keep it in, I could. Okay? Hey, Norella, welcome. We're good. How are you? Okay, Sam says it comes on the bottle on Amazon. So some of them, you can find it on the bottle, and sometimes you have to find it separate. Okay, so let's do the raffle. We're giving away this journal. It is $2.15. I'm going to do one more free giveaway, and then if we made it to our donation goal, we'll start the raffle for the kits, okay? Exactly. It could be put onto a paper clip, so that's something else that Sandra just mentioned, that you could take this same little element and feed it around onto a paper clip. Let's go this way. And then you could hook it on your page if you want, and then you can move it around and it'd be a bookmark. You could also decorate this portion of the paper clip. So let's pretend that this was big enough that we could put in the paper clip and be able to attach it to the page. Does that make sense? I could probably cut this apart and do that, and then you got a 2-for-1. You want me to do that? Let me know if you want me to go ahead and make that. All right, here's the raffle. It's free. I'm going to go ahead and draw the winner. I'm getting a drink. Oh, unicorn journal cards. Woohoo! This is about dry. I'm delayed. I think I like that. Okay, pick a winner. And the winner is Sandra Lewis. You won the prayer journal. Congratulations. All right, let me get another prize. Oh, yeah, y'all like this one. All right. So I'm going to reset that. I'll put it with your order. All right, and this is going to be gorgeous journal card that I made. I need to sign it. I'll do that. That way you know where it came from. So that is going to be our next raffle. On this one, I used a gel print in the background. I rubber stamped on some paper. Another piece here. This is a rubber stamp. I put some of those little flat back pearls on here. I made this a couple of weeks ago during the live stream. Thank you, Jennifer, for your donation. All right, y'all enter the raffle for that journal card. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to kind of clean my hand off a little bit. All right, so I've got the start of a journal card that I want to use. I'm kind of looking at this, how I want to do it. I'm thinking maybe I can rip it and add some distressing, and we'll layer this up. Maybe we'll rubber stamp a little bit. So I'm just going to just come all the way down and rip this. All right, and we'll add some distress ink to this edge. Do you want me to make that other unit into an altered paperclip? Say yes, make the altered paperclip. No, don't make it. I'm a rippin'. There. And I'll go ahead and add some distress ink on here. Thank you, Barb, for your donation. So, I think I want to cut this to be the same height as the card. Okay, I got a leftover piece I can use on something else. We're going to do that. I think I need to put a swipe of paint down this side to help tie this together in the colors. So I'm going to grab that same turquoise that I used and my paintbrush, get the water off of it. Okay, I'll make the altar paperclip. Okay. You love altar paperclip. All right, I'll turn it into an altar paperclip to show you how. So I'm just going to take my paint and go right down this edge. And then this will go over it like that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do this side too. In fact, I'm going to grab a little bit of the lighter teal. And try to pick this up carefully because I got paint on the edge. And we're going to come down this edge. So true mixed media card. You don't have the color paper that you need, but you got paint, make your own. I'm going to lay down a piece of paper here. I think I want the maps, the Atlas stencil or stamp, so I'm going to get that out because I want to add some texture down that edge. I'm going to use the jet black. And I'll just, I see it's got this texture here, so let's see if we can't capitalize on that just a little bit. I'm getting there. I can't quite see. There we are. There, I got a little bit. All right, and then I want this side. Okay. And then I've got this piece that'll go on top. And this piece will go on here. And we need something down here, right? We need to say something. Not that. All right, I'll make that into an altar paperclip. Do you want it to where it dangles off the side of the page or that it's always at the top of the page? It'll be two-sided, but I need to know if you want it to always slip over the top of the page, so it would always be this way, or do you want it to where it'll be this way off your page? Let me know which way you want the altar paperclip to be made. All right, that's going to go here. And I think before I put it down, I'm going to put some distress ink on the edges. I'm supporting that W and the S when it comes around because it's thin. Okay, that helps give a little bit more definition in there. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Those are called bulb pens, Julie. Bulb, B-U-L-B, pen, P-I-N-S. So I'm just touching the tip to the chipboard piece. I'm going to put it right up here. And I saw a scrap here. A little scrap. And let's get out some stamps. How about a smooth sieve never made for a skillful mariner? That'll work. And we'll stamp it in black. And I think I'll rip it, so I'm going to stamp it closer to this torn edge. Okay. And I'm going to rip it across here. And look at it and see, do I want those edges straight? I think I like the edges straight. I'm going to apply some Distress Inks to it though. Okay. How's that? You like that? I'll just glue that down. Great way to make your own papers. Unique each time. No two alike. So you really get that eclectic look in your journal. You may make one gel print that you can use on a couple of different projects. You like that? All right, so did y'all say top or bottom? I don't think y'all answered me. You like that background used this way? Thank you. Well, I saved. This one's a little bit different, but I saved that one. It doesn't have the same texture there, but it'll be fun. Love that. Thank you. Thank you, Marianne. All right. So what I'm going to do is take the bulb pen out. And I'm going to cut this apart. I'll apply some Distress Inks on there. And I did that so that I could maneuver this paperclip, because realistically it's going to stick out just a little bit further than it needs to, but I can still make it work. So I've got to get another piece of paper. This will work. So what we got to do is we have to glue this paperclip down so that it's sandwiched between the pieces so that you can slide the whole thing over your card. So I'm going to take that piece and put it in here. I don't want it to stick too far out the other edge, so I'm just going to rip this part. Okay. I'm going to put glue. Yeah, I think I'm doing this right. I'm going to put glue here and here. And glue that in here. Oh, I didn't add, I said off the page is what I'm going to do, going this way. I'm going to trim this paper. And I have it stick it out just a little bit, okay? So now I'm going to go on this side and I'm going to glue. I think this is right. I haven't done this in a long time. No, that won't work because I've glued this down. I need another piece of paper. Okay, right? I took my paper clip out and now I can't get it to go back in. I should do it from the idea of how I normally make them, which is I glue down one portion of the paper clip this way. So I've got that made and I need another piece of paper. So I gotta get the glue off. Remove the glue from the mistake. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and dry this. Don't tell you anything about food. Somebody's hungry. Uh-oh. Oopsie, I forgot. Okay. So this is dry. So now what I have to do is get another piece of paper and slide it under this paper clip. And I want to make sure that it's sticking out. And I forgot. I almost left it. I'm going to trim this piece of paper. Okay. Now this piece I'm going to glue to this piece, but only a portion of it. Okay. Here to here. So I'm going to put a little glue on here. I'm going to put glue down the middle in here. Oops, I got too much right there. It went off. Now if I used a full piece of paper it would work better, but I was just trying to use some scraps. Alright, so now I'm just going to press these together. And in theory, I've made a paperclip sandwich. Okay. So now, if I've done this right, you should be able to slip this over your page. That's too far, but over your page and have the paper clip. Okay? So I'm going to line these back up really well. And let that dry. It needs to dry before I try to stick it down. Okay? Are you with me? And then this piece is going to go off of here. And then this piece will hang off the paper clip. Voila! What do you think? So it'll go, it's not dry yet, so I gotta be real careful. I'm gonna slip this in. And that will go on your page. You like that? And pretty on both sides. Oh, thank you, Norella. Thank you so much for your donation. You're so sweet, Ladybug. So you like that? Was that good? Pretty on both sides. You can put it on the top of your page. If you planned ahead, I could have also cut a slit, but it's harder to work with that way. You like that, Liz? You like that, Julie? So that's what we made there. All right, what else? What else you want me to do? I've got another scrap here of this gel print. You like that? Well, thank you so much, Norella. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Joy, for your donation. Thank you so much. That's so cool. You love it. Oh, thank you, Karen. I'm glad you do. All right, so then I'll give you one more project. One more. Does anybody know what we're gonna make? Do you know what I'm gonna do? Do you dare to guess? I think I need some cardstock. Why not a dark color I couldn't use? Alright, so we got these little thingies that I've made. I've got this little thingy here. I've got a piece of cardstock. I'm going to try to make this about 1.25 inches wide. Yeah, there it is. And I want 1 inch wide for this gel print. I would just want it for the color. Okay, set that aside. And I think what I want to do is I will glue this down where there's a little bit of a gap all the way around. And then I'll trim this off. I'll apply some Distress inks. Okay, so I'm going to trim it. Trim it. No, I'll glue it and then trim it. That'll make it easier. You can't see Norella's donation. It was $20. And then Joy just donated $1.99. Did you get both of those? And thank you, Barb and Jennifer, Janice, Karen, Barb again, Eric, Dorlisa, Raven, Jennifer, Sandra, Cheryl, Jeanette, Sam, and Laura. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Katie, and Sam, and Cynthia Dossett, and Cynthia Hopwood, and Maria, and Kim, and Joy again for your donations. All right, cut it. I was going to glue it. I kept saying that, and then I didn't, but that's okay. All right, so I'm using the Aleene's Tacky Glue to glue down the gel print. So I've got a 1.25 inch strip by probably 9 inches. If we have an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, maybe not quite 9 inches long. Okay. And then I have my advanced tape gun. I'm going to fold this in half. Okay, I fold it in half. I want a paper clip. I'm going to paper clip. I'm going to use my craft knife, and I don't want to do it on this surface, so I'm going to do it off camera, but I'm going to make a slit in here for the paper clip to fit in. All right, so I've got a slit. You see that I cut a slit in there. So I'm just going to put in, I want the big part in and the small part out. I'm going to leave this up just a tad so that we could add a charm to that. All right, so I've got that part. I've got my pen. This is a gel pen, and I'm just going to take it apart. You want ones that are relatively small around. This one's kind of big. It still works. It's just not perfect. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my glue tape, my glue guider. You could use red line tape if you want as well. You could just put down lines of tape. Tape works better than the glue. I could use the best glue ever. It's just going to take it a while for it to dry. So that's why I'm using the tape glider. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to put down tape. Uh-oh, why is it doing that to me? Dang it. I'm going to fix it. Don't annoy me like that. looks like it's not. I don't want that part. I want. Oh wait, it goes this way. It's like, oh, it's almost to the end. That's why it's acting up. Dang it. I hate it when that happens. Alright, let's see if I can finish. Put some tape down this middle. Don't run out yet. Alright, and then I'm going to put some on this side. And it ran out. Alright, I'm not going to spend the time to put another one out. So I'm just going to open up this red line tape. I may not need it, but I want it just to make sure that it's going to be strong. Okay, now I got to find the end. Here it is. So I just want to put some right here. Okay. And then I'm going to take this pen piece and I'm going to line it up in the middle. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Karen, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so now we've made it! I'm going to sandwich this together. Try to line it up as best I can down here at the bottom. And then press. And then I'm going to press from the outside, inside out. Trying to get these to line up. So I got that paper clip there. Really smushing it. Smush it! And then I'm going to take my pair of scissors and I'm going to cut at an angle here. It's actually better if I go this way. So I'm going to cut at an angle. Cut at an angle. And I just made a pen. It doesn't like this coated paper, but I think you get the idea. It'll work on the non-coated paper. Alrighty. What do you think? What we made today, including our gel prints. Are y'all ready for me to pick the winner? Did you want me to make anything else? We done? Dinner and a tip. Aw, thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you. You like that gel print? Thank you, Julie. And so this has a paper clip on it. So again, you've got your journal page. You can paper clip it there. If you had a journal card that you wanted to write on, you could paper clip that so you knew when you took your pen out you needed to write on the back of that if you want. We've got our altered paper clip that will slide. It didn't get glued shut. Okay, it had a little sticky pot right over the edge and has your little dangles off of there. And here's your pen. What do you think? You like that? You can throw the pencil away, Angelica says. Alright, well, y'all ready for me to pick the last winner of the journal card? And then we'll give away the journal kits. Thank you, Jennifer. We'll go back through all of the prints. I'll show you all of those again. What brand is the pen? Staples. Gel stick pen. I picked it because I could see, thank you, Suzanne. I could see that it wasn't too giant. I mean, it's pretty good size, but it'll make it worthwhile because it'll have a lot of ink in it and last a while. Cynthia earned her $10 off coupon. Congratulations. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you, Crafty Blind Girl. Thank you, Sandra. Okay. Okay, handle natives of restless. It's time to get off here. All right, so we're going to pick the winner of this journal card right now. And then we'll do the last raffle, which will be for the journal kits. Those of you that have donated will be entered, and I'll read off everybody's name when we open that raffle up. All right, so right now, winning this gorgeous journal card, the winner is Jennifer Smith. Congratulations, Jennifer. You won the gorgeous journal card. I'll get that sent out to you with your Stencil Club, I think. So congratulations. All right, so now I'm going to reset, and this is going to be for donators only. And you can win one journal, or well, I want to say creative kit. All right, so I'm giving away either you can pick the So Artsy creative kit or the Christmas Peacock creator kit. Okay, so you can enter the raffle now. That would be Rhonda Bennett, Jennifer Smith, Karen St. Clair, Joy, Calico Collage, who is Norella, Barb Dingwell, Jennifer Smith, Janice Brammer, Karen Owens, Barb Dingwell, Eric, Dorlisa, Raven, Jennifer, Sandra, Cheryl, Jeanette, Sandra again, Laura, Sam, Katie, Cynthia Dossett, Cynthia Hopwood, Maria, Kim, and Joy again. So y'all can enter this last raffle. You're very welcome, Jennifer. Congratulations. So this was the last gel print I made. It's where I put paint down. It was dirty in the background, and I used a spool from embroidery thread, and it is the consensus that I should make a stencil with this kind of design. So I'll work on doodling that out to make it a good stencil. This was just mopping up the edges of one of my gel prints. I love how the Scotty dog turned out. I should have waited a little bit longer for the daisies, the little daisies, to dry, but I think it turned out really cute with that teal background. You like that? Oh yes, and Crafty Blind Girl, you can join too. I apologize, Crafty Blind Girl. You have to remind me. She's a Patreon, so she gets to go. So I did put down the Scotty stencil first, then before I add paint, put down the More Little Daisy stencil on top, applied pink paint through the More Little Daisy stencil. It was kind of heavy, and it took a long time for it to dry. Remove the Daisy stencil, leaving the Scotty stencil. Applied a lavender kind of color, and the pink was moved. That's why it's dark like that. Remove the Scotty stencil, let the paint dry, put down the teal paint. You like that, Norella? Thank you. And then this is the B stencil. First, I used my paintbrush and made lines with my paintbrush on the gel plate through the stencil. Then I applied the yellow paint for the bees. Let that dry. Then I applied orange through the super small honeycomb. Let that dry. Then I applied teal behind that, and that's what gave us this pattern. Yes, Rhonda and Crafty Blind Girl are new patrons. Oh, yes, yes. Thank you so much, Rhonda. Thank you, Crafty Blind Girl. Thank you. Yeah, make sure you enter the raffle. You like the bees? Thank you. Patreon is a monthly donation that you can give, and it automatically comes out. I don't know if it's the month from the day you start, or if it's like the 3rd of the month or something like that. You can choose what level. I give you a couple of freebies, and you'll also get to enter the raffle here on the YouTube lives. Okay. And then this was the puppy, the dog paw prints. Paw prints. I did those in green and then kind of made a brownish ivory background. So it's kind of almost reminds me of camouflage. I haven't added this stencil to my shop yet, but I will have it added tonight. This is the book stencil. So it's a line of 3 book of different heights. Someone said you could also use it as a cityscape. So I may name it book or cityscape. Maybe that's what I will do. Yeah, Jennifer, if you'll look, Patreon was just shared by Junkie Zoe. It said Junkie Zoe. It says Junkie Zoe. He's saying zit right after his name, and so I was saying Junkie Zoe. Zit. Yes, Eric, I can add some stencils to your sub box. You can either let Erica know so she can make a note of it, or even better, if you go to my website and use the contact me form and say, hey, Linda, I want this, and then I can bill you for that without charging you for shipping. Okay? And then this one I used different sizes of containers. So we had another spool thread. This one was a little container that I used, and I used another cone in here to get that texture. And this is where I was mopping up the edges, so I got these cool multi-prints. This is another one I made. Cleaning up the gel plate, so I get all these cool textures and designs to play with. Okay, perfect. Can't make up your mind, Janice? You gotta make a decision. All right. So is everybody in the raffle for the kits? Norella, did you enter? Yes. I was going to say, you want one of your kits? Because that way you can play with it. All right. Well, I'm going to pick the winner of the first kit. And I will be shipping this out on June the 15th when I ship out all my subscription boxes. So I'm just letting you know that when I will ship it out, because that's kind of my mass shipping day, if you will. And make sure that I have your mailing address by going to my website at lindaisrael.com and create a user account, and remind me by saying in the comment, the contact me form, say, hey, this is, for example, who did I see? Laura Johnson. I donated on YouTube. I've created an account, and I'll get you added to the YouTube membership on my website, which gives you a discount of 5% on any orders. It also gets you the free digital downloads. I'm going to make some of these as soon as I get my printer back, new printer. I'll scan these in and make them a digital download. And so I'll have little bundles up there that you'll get for free. Okay? I said all of that commercial. Well, yeah, what are those? You like the bee stencil, Julie? Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad you love it. I thought it was pretty good. I like the dog stencil. I like how that one turned out, and I like how this one turned out. And I also like this one I did before I even started the live. It was kind of fun with all that texture. Today's been fun. Well, good. I'm glad you thought so, Jennifer. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to pick the first winner. Tell me, do you want the So Artsy kit, or do you want the Christmas Peacock kit? All right, so the first winner is Jennifer Smith. Congratulations. It's perfect timing because you're putting your room together. Let me know in the chat so Angelica can write that note. Thank you, Janice. You like all the booing? Thank you. Hey, Paper Kitty. Hey. Let me know in the chat, Jennifer. Do you want the So Artsy kit, or do you want the Christmas Peacock kit? I love it. Got some fun pages. These will be fun. I'll scan them in and I can print them off again to make a whole kit. I may send these to Norella. I may have enough. Let's see how many I got here. That one's kind of a repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 different images. These might be fun to play with. 8 if I include the pink dogs. It doesn't quite fit, but it's fun. And I'll scan in the bee one and the book page one and the puppy prints, I think. Okay, so artsy. Alrighty, you're very welcome, Jennifer. Congratulations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty, so now I'm going to pick the next winner and you get the Christmas Peacock Kit. And the winner is Sandra Lewis. You won the Christmas Peacock Kit. Congratulations. That's awesome. Like I said, I'll be shipping those out on the 15th. Alrighty, so you have a bunch of little sewing charms you've never used. Someday you'll have to get them out, Sam, and play with them, right? Thank y'all for being here. You're on a roll, Sandra. You've been winning every once in a while. You could do with those scans and make the dog page make the dog page work for sure. Okay, perfect. I'll scan them in. I got to go get my printer, my new printer. I'll scan them in because I think that would look really cute. Congratulations, y'all, the winners. Thank y'all for being here and supporting me. I greatly appreciate it. If you're going to order supplies, definitely check out the links below to my shop as well as the Amazon links. If you have questions, definitely ask. You can leave a question on the video afterwards, or you can use the contact me form on my website and say, hey, Linda, I'd love to see, and let me know what you like. I'm glad y'all liked the gel printing today, as well as making things with gel prints that we can use in our journals. So I hope you like that. Y'all have an amazing weekend. Jennifer's, I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Good night, Jennifer. Good night, Jeanette. Good night. I'll be back Monday. I'm going to make one more out to sea journal. This time, I'm going to try to make a cover out of the elements, not just the pre-printed cover only. That's kind of what I'm thinking of doing anyway. So we'll kind of have a collaged cover, and we'll make some more pages. They'll maybe another, concept pages of things that we haven't done before. Okay. What else? Y'all have an amazing weekend. Be back Monday for Out to Sea, some more Out to Sea where I'll use some gel prints. And we'll have fun with digital downloads on my shop and all that good stuff. Do check me out on Facebook. If I forgot to say this, y'all, earlier. If you have a YouTube, just speak up. Angelica may have said so. Also, if you haven't checked out the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group, Angelica is and Cynthia are admins, as well as Robin. And it's a great fun group. They have swaps. That's why Sandra was asking me about the bulb pins. There's going to be a swap in the group. So definitely check that out. You can follow me on Facebook as well. You're very welcome. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Angelica, for your help. I greatly appreciate it. Everybody that was here today, y'all are amazing. Some days I may not feel like, woohoo, I'm doing a live. Sometimes I feel like I have to do a live today. I'm tired. I'm dragging. How am I going to do this? And then I get on here and y'all energize me. And I just have a really good time. My face hurts from smiling. So I hope y'all had fun. I hope you learned something or inspired to create. You've got these supplies that you've been hoarding, y'all. Now, get them out and make something. Y'all have a great weekend. I'm going to get off here. I got to go get my printer. Can work, 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 work. See y'all Monday. If you can come back, do invite your friends too, y'all. If you're having fun, invite your friends or invite your enemies. Maybe it'll make them happy. All right, everybody. Bye.